Chicago's morning answer.
That's enough. Put down the mic.
On AM 560, The Answer.
Top of the morning, Dan and Amy, and I loved American Idol, for the first 8 years or so. Then it trailed off. But America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, all the iterations. These shows that have given us great artists like Paul Potts, who was selling cell phones before he became an opera singer. Obviously, Susan Boyle.
Yeah, who can forget Susan Boyle?
Dream to Dream, right, from Les Mis. Jonathan and Charlotte.
You're really digging deep here.
These are another discovered opera singer, this big, I think 17-year-old kid when he tried out. Unbelievable voice. Christopher Maloney, Father Ray Kelly. If you sing REM's Everybody Hurts. I mean, seminal performances, these really interesting talents up and down the age demographic, across the wide expanse of humanity. It's such a cool show. And there was no cooler moment that I've seen, and I watch a lot of them. And I go back on YouTube and watch some of the great performances again. I love them so much just because it's so uniquely American, even though it transcends our national boundaries the world over. Undiscovered talent. And Cody Lee, particularly kind of this in the conversation of talking about life. And we were just talking about the heartbeat bills in Louisiana and elsewhere as compared to the pro-abort bills in Illinois. Cody Lee on America's Got Talent. And yes, Simon Cowell's still around. Meet Cody Lee.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. What's your name?
I'm Cody.
Hi, Cody.
I'm Cody Lee.
How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Yeah.
Who are you, miss? Who are you?
I'm Mom.
Oh,
I'm
hi,
Tina
Mom.
Lee. Hi, Tina. How are you? So, what are you going to do here for us today?
I'm gonna sing a song for you on the piano.
I love it. Tina, tell us a little bit about Cody.
Cody is blind and autistic.
Wow.
We found out that he loved music really early on. He listened and his eyes just went huge. And he started singing. And that's when I was in tears, because that's when I realized, oh my gosh, he's an entertainer. So through music and performing, he was able to withstand living in this world, because when you're autistic, it's really hard to do what everybody else does. It actually has saved his life playing music.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so A Soul for You, it's a Donny Hathaway song, who is a soul blues singer from Chicago, actually.
Yeah. Well, he's only autistic. Yeah, he's blind, too. And he is very talented.
Here's Cody Lee doing a song for you.
I've been to so many places in my life and time.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
I sung a lot of songs, and I made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages, 10,000 people watching, yeah. We're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. I love you in a place, oh, there's no space or time. I love you from my life. You're a friend of mine. But when my life is over, remember we together.
Crazy.
He's completely blind.
We're alone now, and I'm singing a song to you. And I'm singing a song to you.
So you heard him struggle to answer his age.
Right.
What he's
Answer
going to
any
do,
questions.
the delay and the voice tone when and then he gets on that piano, and you hear that. I mean, tell me that's not divinely inspired. Tell me that this is a defective person that shouldn't be here, which is the arguments that are being made. Simon Cowell.
Simon?
Listen, what just happened there was extraordinary. I mean, really extraordinary. I don't know what it's like to live in Cody's world. All I can tell is that you obviously have an amazing relationship, the two of you. And your voice is absolutely fantastic. You have a really beautiful tone. And thank you so much for trusting us on this show. I'm going to remember this moment for the rest of my life. Thank you.
And then Gabrielle Union, one of the other judges, presses
Gave him
the golden
buzzard.
Which, if you don't watch the show, means you go straight to the finals.
Straight to the live rounds, which he's going to excel. He's going to be amazing.
Rounds. Right, the live rounds, exactly. And Cody Lee, I mean, it was very emotional. His mom's crying, he's crying. And this is him walking off stage after getting the golden buzzer. It's a beautiful thing, and it shouldn't go unremarked upon, as we're talking about government deciding who lives and who dies in this context, which is a nice segue to this event happening tomorrow night at starting at my adopted home parish, St. John Cantius, over right off Chicago, Carpenter Street, 7 p.m. It is a 1.5 mile candlelight procession along East Chicago Avenue, where a brief service will be held for peace, restoration, and healing. And the gentleman who's going to be one of the leaders of that procession is none other than legendary Chicago broadcaster, radio personality, Kev Heads, listen up. Yes, Kevin Matthews tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. at St. John Cantius. Kevin, thanks for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Oh, hey, thank you so much, both. It's great to talk to you again, and good morning, Chicago.
And you're, of course, author of the celebrated book, really, Broken Mary, A Journey of Hope. We've had you on the show to discuss that before. Tell us about this walk tomorrow night with the broken statue of the Virgin Mary, about which you wrote.
It's amazing because in 2011, I found a statue of the Virgin Mary laying next to a dumpster, and she was broken in half at the waist. She has no hands. She was covered in garbage, covered in dirt, and I took her from that dumpster. And the story about Broken Mary is how this statue, the statue of Mary, has touched people's lives all over the world now. And she's gone from a dumpster, and tomorrow night she is going to be on a bed of roses with a crown. And that is true hope and inspiration for all of us. We're all broken. You just heard that young man sing with autism. And you know, we might be broken, but we still have gifts within us, and we're children of God. And so tomorrow night, we are gathering, and the Chicago Fire Department, the police department, they estimate thousands will gather, and we're going to do a candlelight vigil from such a gorgeous church, St. John Cantius, go down Chicago Avenue, and we finally come to the water tower. And that, of course, is a symbol that it was the only thing left after the Chicago fire. This is it's a peaceful walk. It's a walk. It's a meditation. It's with Our Lady. It's with Mary, the Mother of Christ. And it's not a protest. It's not a blame. We're going to blame. No, it's just we need help. Prayers are answered. Prayers are powerful. And when we take time to just acknowledge to God that we need help.
Yeah.
Look at Abraham Lincoln in 1863. He pleaded with the countries to make a day of prayer for the Civil War, and that had a turning point. And when we all come together, no matter what religion you are, and we ask for help, it'll be heard. And tomorrow is going to be historic. All ages are welcome. Bring your kids. Just be part of this historic night. It's going to be a beautiful night. To the weather, we've gotten so much rain.
Well, Kevin, how has the Broken Mary statue changed your life?
Oh, I say I'm no longer in radio. I was diagnosed with MS, and that's okay. And I say I'm Mary's roadie now. I'm Mary's roadie. I just got back from Savannah. I was in Joliet last night, and it was just wall-to-wall people. And it's changed my life because it's gone worldwide. The Rosary apps. I'm such a I'm a spokesperson. I want people to go to the Rosary. And that has been downloaded all over the world, in the Middle East, in Syria, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in the Philippines. Mary is everywhere. Where there's Mary, there's her son. Where her son, there's God. And it's changed my life because I'm so humble. This is not about me. This is about Mary. When we were little, Amy and Dan, and we'd make a mess or we'd fall down and we'd get hurt, we went to our mom. And that's what the world's going to do. They're going to go back to mom. And Mary has this. That woman has been working since she gave birth to Jesus Christ. and she's going to be here until the last person is off the earth. And she is our mother. And Chicago's such a gorgeous, beautiful city. We have a new mayor. Whether you voted for her or not, here's a woman that I know would appreciate a prayer. And God bless her. And let's just say prayers for the fire department, for the police department, for citizens. We all work so hard, and Chicago is such a beautiful, beautiful city, and I think we can repair it. It's broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
But there's hope. Of course, there's hope.
I know this isn't about you, but I know a lot of fans, a lot of Kev heads out there are interested in knowing how you're doing. So you mentioned your diagnosis and just sort of what your status is and how you're doing personally.
I have got really good doctors. I get an IV twice a year for my MS, and I sit across mostly women who are getting fusion injections because they have breast cancer. And I can't help but say I am so blessed. I'm so blessed, and I know this is odd, but Christ, from where he was whipped to where he was crucified, was 650 yards, and we're marking that on the walk tomorrow. So as we get 650 yards from the water tower, that's where you're going to be walking, those steps of Christ, and the suffering that man took for us because he loves us. I think of that. I think of the people that have truly suffered. Look at that little boy that just sang that song. Mm-hmm. He's had so many ups and downs. He's never quit. He's been surrounded by love. Mary, of all people, takes this little one in. And look at that man, that boy sings like an angel. Mm. And so that's what I look. There's hope in everything. There's hope in everything because God created it. We're all children of God. That's what I love so much.
And wouldn't it be wonderful if some gangbangers or some people that, are going downtown to wreak havoc and flash mob join in on your candlelight vigil? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Amy, I was 4 days ago. I was in a prison. I go to prisons. And I was with men that are going to, one said, as he was holding a rosary, said, I'm going to die here. And I said, yes, but you get to choose where you spend eternity. And that rosary that you're holding is going to help you choose. So I don't care how hard you are, mean you are, you still are hungry to be loved. And all you have to do is take that step. All you have to do is take that step.
What are you, goofy? No, Kevin Matthews, not goofy.
Oh, yeah.
Not goofy.
Hey, I've had such a blessed life, and I love radio, and I love Chicago, And I am just thrilled to be back in town. Join us, folks, tomorrow, because it's going to be historic.
Well, Chicago loves Kevin Matthews. Those Kev heads out there, come out to St. John, Kansas tomorrow, 7 p.m. You know, it's right there, Chicago Avenue and Carpenter Street.
Yeah.
Right, for those of you who like the adult beverages, just sort of like kitty corner from Matchbox.
Oh.
Yeah, just go right there. Have a pop after the march if you'd like.
Yeah.
Kevin Matthews also, the book, Broken Mary, A Journey of Hope, OurLadyOfTheBroken.org is where you can pick that up as well. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Thank you both, and you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see everybody tomorrow. And it's so great to hear both of you, and God bless you both.
God bless you
Thanks,
too,
Kevin.
Kevin. Thank you so much. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
The more you listen, the more you'll know. This is Chicago's Morning Answer.